With this global pandemic kind of surrounding us every single day for the last 8 to 9 weeks right now, as of recording this video, it's highlighted the importance of structure in our day-to-day life. Before this pandemic, I know a lot of us, especially me, was kind of moaning and just being annoyed at how structured my life was. And in previous videos I did say I do like the structure of, working Monday to Friday or set days for set hours, because it helps me plan certain things. But certain weeks, certain months, it becomes a little bit tedious and you kind of want to have a little break from things. And well, now we do have a break of structure. The lack of structure in our lives right now has crippled everyone, and it highlights how important having a goal, so going to work, going to college, going to uni, going to sixth form, whatever, that has stopped. And now we're kind of aimlessly trying to look for new things to do just to occupy our time. I've been fairly fortunate where my work means no matter what happens, I have to work. No matter what happens, I have to still go into work. And there's some people who I do feel for them. They've been either furloughed or they've been made redundant because of this whole global pandemic. And all I can say is I hope you guys are doing well. It's a weird one. I want to stress out how important structure was for me. I could say that during Monday to Friday, these set hours, I'm gonna work. This is my professional time and me earning some sort of income to pay the bills. And after those hours, I can segregate my time where I can go, look, this is time for hobbies, my time for doing my side hustle, my time for some social stuff, meeting up with friends and my girlfriend. But now, instead of those times being segregated into days and hours and minutes, hours have now morphed into days and days into weeks and weeks into months, and I don't know how long this will go. I don't know how long we have to endure some sort of lockdown in the UK. As of recording this video at the end of May, there has been easing of the lockdown, but we'll see if there's further announcements on anything else that we can do. It's also highlighted the lack of thankfulness that we give to all the little things that we've taken for granted. I know I don't want to put words into your mouth and thoughts into your head where, oh Ernest, how do you know that I wasn't thankful for all the little things? I don't know, but for me anyway, going to a coffee shop, meeting up with a friend, discussing random things, how they are, those things I don't want to say I took for granted, but at the same time I did, because I always thought there's always the next day to meet up with so and so, there's always the next week to meet up with this group of friends. But now all of a sudden it's been virtually impossible to meet up person to person, physical meetup, due to our restrictions which we have to all abide by and respect by. After this global pandemic, we need to be thankful for every single second, minute, hour, day, weeks, months and years that we have on this earth. Our time here is finite. It's not guaranteed whatsoever. We need to make sure that we give 100%, no matter what you're doing. Talking to someone, doing a certain task, making sure that your room is clean, making sure that you say hi to your neighbors, like exactly neighbors. Like, this is the first time that I've really communicated with my community, and they're fantastic. Everyone that I live in the proximity, they're fantastic people, and I'm so grateful that I've got to know them a little bit more, obviously in social distance formed. But what's annoyed me is why did I have to wait now? Why couldn't I do that a few years ago, a year ago, before the lockdown happened? Because now it's weird not seeing my neighbors on a just popping out here and there, having a little garden party in our H gardens and kind of talking over the fence. Like, that's a norm now, and I hope that continues post-lockdown and post-pandemic world. We need to be more thankful for those little things, those little meetups, those I can go get a coffee from Starbucks or Costa or whatever. Oh, I can go to a trip to the city because I want to. We need to make sure that we grab those opportunities and be thankful for every single one of them. You know, when you have that cold, where you have that blocked nose, and every time you have a cold or a flu or some sort of seasonal kind of illness or flu, you always reminisce on the times where, it was so good when I could breathe from both nostrils instead of one, or no nostrils, or not having a sore throat. You reminisce, like, those were the good times. I'll make sure that I won't do that. I won't have to go through that anymore, and I'll look after myself. We're going through that right now. And this is what has to change moving forward. For some reason, our human race, our species, we have to go through times of hardship for us to change our ways, for us to realize, to think, maybe I do need to change. Now you hear the government is improving passenger safety in public transport. Why now? Because of this pandemic. Why not a few years ago? Why aren't we putting more effort into the things that we should have been doing pre-pandemic? More funding and attention is finally now going into mental health awareness. Like, especially right now, everyone is going through this weird and grey, mucky period, and some people treat it and go by it a lot better than others. But for you and I, maybe it takes us a little bit longer to kind of acclimatize to certain situations. For me anyway, I had to get over that hump of, okay, this is kind of the new normal. The new normal isn't going to be the old normal. It's going to be completely different, but we have to embrace that. And I'm happy that mental health is now being regarded as such an important factor in one's health. Everything is always sweeter and nicer said in hindsight. All I can say right now is, moving on, as a human race, you and I really need to have a more positive mindset on everything that we do, a positive outlook and atmosphere and everything else on life in general. We need to make sure that we move from this as a better human race, rather than all the hate, all the hatred that we hear from the news, all the things that you hear and videos that you watch that just make you feel you don't trust the human race anymore. And that's wrong. We should trust everyone. And I know at these times with certain viral videos going on the internet, it's hard to think that, and I don't blame you if you disagree with me. But right now we have to kind of have that mentality of glass half full rather than half empty. We can only move forward by thinking ahead rather than thinking of what's just happened. I know we can do it. It's just up to you if you want to do it. Thank you for watching this video. I haven't uploaded in a very long time, going through a lot of stuff just in general. Everything's all good, but I just want to make sure that you guys are all good. And I thought I would post a video because I haven't in a while, and I thought, why not? Some of the videos were this video is actually from my website. It's called mrguapo.wordpress.com. I haven't got a proper URL yet, but if you want to read the full article of this video, where it has more kind of facts and I didn't skim through a bunch of things, link in description. You might have seen that the channel name is different and the logo is completely different. I'm going for a rebrand. If you like it, give this video a like or share it, comment on it. It does mean a lot. There should be more videos coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Give me some time and then we can go from there. I hope you guys had a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.